The Greater Rochester Association of Realtors has released housing price data on the first quarter of 2022. Compared to 2021's first quarter, fewer homes are being bought and are more expensive. They add their housing affordability index has lowered by 6.5 percentage points in that same time frame. Dan Gross has a breakdown.
Lainey Bittner of the Greater Rochester Association of Realtors says Rochester has been a seller's market for 6 or 7 years.
There's less houses to go under contract and less houses to close. And as a result, you're seeing increase in percentage of original price accepted.
As for the region on the whole, I'll look at the numbers. The first quarter median home sales price was $175,000. Compare that to $160,000 in 2021's first quarter. And sales went down to 2,416 homes sold. Compare that to 2,770 from 2021. Monroe County in particular reflected this trend. A 12.4% increase in homes for sale, but a 4.2% decrease in new listings. Sales price went up 9.3% to $183,000 this year, but closed sales decreased by 13.5%. Bittner says this is self-correction at work after an exceptionally hot 2021.
To me, it's an adjustment in that it's not as insane. That's why I don't want to say down, because it's still a seller's market. It's still a competitive market for buyers.
But even with that level of self-correction, CPA Dave Young says that there are other factors here, including an increase of federal interest rates.
Right, the Fed just increased by 50 basis points, which is 0.5%. The cost of a mortgage is over 6%. That's a big increase over where it was just 6 months ago.
He also says that factors like inflation, somewhat stagnant wage increases, as well as stubbornly high energy and cost of living prices will naturally bring the housing prices down to some degree.
The cost of housing, or what you're selling your house for, will go down because the buyer can only afford so much.
But he adds that unless the change is more dramatic, this could start pricing people out of their homes, even in Rochester, an historically affordable area.
People who are paying to live, to buy a new home, they could get priced out. But also the cost of rents are going up, so it's a double-edged sword for a lot of these folks.
Reporting in Rochester, Dan Gross, News 8.
All right, thank you, Dan. Of note, in our area, Yates County is the only county to have fewer homes for sale, fewer new listings, fewer new sales, and have a drop in median sales price compared to the first quarter of 2021.